The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Elsa Chen stood before the assembled species, her human smile unwavering despite the declaration of war that had just been issued. The crystalline Vordani clicked their mandibles in confusion. The gaseous ephemerites swirled anxiously, and the reptilian Kresh hissed their disapproval at her reaction. "You find this amusing, human?" Supreme Chancellor Thaxiron bellowed, his forearms gesturing dramatically. "Your species has been deemed too dangerous to exist. We have seen your history, your wars, your weapons, your reckless expansion. The Council has voted. Earth will be sanctioned with military force." Elsa's grin only widened. She tapped her communication device. "Leo, you can start the presentation now." Across the galaxy in Earth's orbital defense station, Commander Leo Rodriguez had been waiting for this moment for 3 years. "Copy that, Ambassador. Initializing protocol revelation." The holographic displays throughout the council chamber flickered to life, showing data streams that made several council members recoil. Thaxiron's eyes widened as he processed what he was seeing. For the past 50 years, Elsa began, her voice carrying across the vast chamber. Earth has been preparing, not for conquest as you feared, not for domination, but for this exact moment, when the galaxy would inevitably decide we were too dangerous to live alongside. Leo's fingers danced across his console, pulling up file after file. The truth that humanity had kept hidden since first contact. "You see," he muttered to himself, though his team could hear him, "they never asked the right questions." On the council screens, footage began playing. Human ships, not the civilian vessels the galaxy had seen, but something else entirely. Sleek, dark, and bristling with technology that made the council's best engineers gasp. "You assessed our military capability based on what we showed you," Elsa continued. "Our police vessels, our patrol craft. You thought you understood human warfare because you studied our history, but you made a critical error." Thaxiron slammed his fist on the council podium. "Explain yourself, human." "You assumed we stopped," Elsa said simply. "You species achieved faster than light travel and thought yourselves masters of the universe. You stopped innovating, stopped competing. Your last major war was 10,000 years ago. Ours," she paused for effect, "ended 73 years ago. And we never stopped preparing for the next one." Leo pulled up comparative analyses. While the council species had spent millennia in relative peace, trading and exploring, humanity had done something different. They had taken every diplomatic smile, every trade agreement, every cultural exchange, and learned. Studied, adapted. "Do you know what humans excel at, Chancellor?" Elsa asked. "We learn from everyone we meet. The Vordani taught us crystalline computing. We thanked you and built quantum processors you haven't dreamed of. The ephemerites shared their plasma containment technology. We converted it into weapon systems that would terrify you. The Kresh showed us their genetic manipulation. We applied it to create soldiers who can survive in environments that would kill any of you." The council chamber erupted in outrage, but Elsa raised her hand. The displays shifted again. Leo grinned at his station as he uploaded the final files. "They're really not going to like this part," he said to his second-in-command. The screen showed Earth's true defensive network. Thousands of hidden installations, fleets of warships concealed in asteroid fields and behind moons, weapons platforms that could sterilize entire star systems. And most terrifying of all, the numbers. "You have a combined fleet of approximately 40,000 vessels," Elsa stated. "Impressive for species spread across 800 worlds. Earth's defensive fleet numbers 300,000 ships. We built them in secret in our own solar system, using automated factories you never knew existed." "Impossible," Thaxiron roared. "Your economy couldn't support, couldn't it?" Elsa interrupted. "You gave us access to galactic markets. We sold you art, entertainment, luxury goods, cultural experiences, things that cost us nearly nothing to produce but that you paid handsomely for. We used those profits to build an armada. You were so busy enjoying human music and human cuisine that you never noticed we were preparing for war." Leo brought up the final display, a tactical map showing Earth's forces positioned throughout the galaxy, not just near Earth but everywhere, hidden among trade stations disguised as civilian vessels, embedded within the very infrastructure the Council relied upon. "We have a saying on Earth," Elsa said, her expression finally turning serious. "If you want peace, prepare for war. You species forgot that. You grew comfortable, complacent. You thought the universe was safe because you made it so 10,000 years ago. She walked toward the council podium, and despite himself, Thaxiron stepped back. So yes, Chancellor, declare your war. Send your fleets. Attack Earth. Elsa's eyes gleamed with something the council had never seen in a human before. Absolute confidence. But know this, we've been waiting. We've been ready. And when this is over, it won't be Earth that needs the council's mercy. It will be you who needs ours. Leo watched the diplomatic channels explode with chatter. Panic spread through the council representatives. Emergency sessions were called. Military analysts were brought in who confirmed what the data showed. Earth had somehow become the most powerful military force in the known galaxy. Ambassador, Leo said through the comm, the council is requesting an emergency recess. Denied, Elsa replied coolly. They declared war. Now they can decide whether to actually fight it. 3 hours later, the Galactic Council voted unanimously to rescind their declaration of war, and instead offered Earth a permanent seat on the Council with full voting rights. They also agreed to a mutual defense pact and technology sharing agreement, on Earth's terms. As Elsa left the chamber, she allowed herself a small smile. Humanity had passed its greatest test. They had proven they could be trusted with power, because they had held it secretly for decades and never used it for conquest. Leo was waiting on the view screen when she returned to her ship. We did it, he said, relief evident in his voice. We did, Elsa agreed. Now the real work begins, teaching them that strength isn't about domination. It's about making sure no one ever has to fear being destroyed just for being different. The galaxy had learned an important lesson that day. Humanity wasn't dangerous because they were violent. They were dangerous because they never stopped preparing, never stopped learning, and never stopped hoping for peace while ready for war. And that made them the perfect species to lead the galaxy into its next age.